Hello everybody, my name is PaulyPoe, and let's get this party started with some more Witcher 3. But now, instead of Hearts of Stone, we're going to do Blood and Wine, which I'm just at the beginning spot to get it all started. Envoys, Wine Boys. I know this is what you wanted to see. More plot.
Ha! Sit with us, Witcher.
Who are you? I've never met you people in my life.
Found your message on a notice board.
Okay, I've found a message at least.
You see, Palmerin, I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end...
Dude, you guys are slow, because I did that like way long ago.
Good to see you both. Been years.
Be assured, we share your joy.
Oh, apparently I've seen them before.
Surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered
Did you guys steal an old man's hut?
The Dane garrison had left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. The tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads.
So these guys, I'm gonna move my microphone a bit.
Do us the kindness of waiting.
Probably isn't gonna sound very good.
Dealt with these marauders,
As gentle as possible.
Present to you.
These guys apparently are like old-fashioned knights. They're gonna stop all the bad people. Let me help you with the bandits.
So,
you guys are cool. I want to be like you.
Fight them.
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
Trust me, I've killed hundreds.
We at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
I'm good at waiting. I can meditate. That's actually one of the big questions that I have is, does meditation for Geralt count as sleeping?
They're coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Let's go crazy. Cat was here. Cat's like, meh. This isn't a select few of bandits. This is like a lot of people. They're pretty armored too.
Hark! Contemptible cars!
He's in a tin can!
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Probably not the way to go.
Regular punch and duty here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor. To loot their meager stores, abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
I don't think that went well.
Just that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are a lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? or do that
All
thing where one
loopity-like.
spits fire while the other farts?
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
I'm the tough arm here.
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters.
Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
Ah, look at that pose. Zorg is a tough guy. Zorg's got a shield. He's a pain in the butt. Man, you guys are easy pickings. Doesn't help on how my eye keeps itching. Oh, you seem to have lost something there, buddy. Woo! Woo! You guys keep losing things. There's one hiding in the barn. What are you doing over here? These guys are all over the place. Pop. I think that's almost everybody. Just this one guy. Oh, there's a couple more. Get over here. Get out of my way, tin can. The finisher animations are what makes
They
this.
not emerge. It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Probably because
Warned you
we
it'd
killed
be
like
this.
20 guys.
Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
It is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes unthwarted. It is time to go home.
And we shall, my friend. Come, Geralt.
So these
It's
guys
time we
came here
delivered our
just to help, and then because, like, people didn't respond properly, they're just like, let's leave. Ugh. My left eye. It keeps itching.
So,
It's no fun at all.
What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition,
Is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
most honorable
this is gonna be a
Geralt,
long letter.
slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Shall you answer her call?
Sure. Anna Henrietta says all that.
Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
In point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember.
I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness.
Might be the most
I like
fervent
hunting
request that I
beasts.
take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster?
Yay,
Just
2
guessing.
Most
XP.
assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately.
Okay,
to Fitch,
one slender
promising
man.
grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Did you say
Mentioned
tourney?
a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident.
Has anyone
tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The
So
beast
it's
is
smart.
clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker. This is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
We need you, Geralt.
Beast wields black
You're our
magic.
only hope.
What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
We have
That
no
just
fear
means
of
that it's
creatures
really
against which
fast,
sword and
or
shield
it's-
protect. But of this beast, nothing is known. Save that it cannot be traced, kills effortlessly, and with no rhyme or reason we can discern.
I'll take it.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you, yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Ah, then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
To Toussaint! To Toussaint! So I've never been to this Toussaint. Well, he has. I haven't. I'm wondering, was it in the first Witcher or the second Witcher? Because I don't rightfully remember. It doesn't matter. In the end, everything's going to be different anyway, I imagine. I would be really surprised if they kept with the same sort of layout as they did if he was first there than, you know, when he is now. Oh no, a horrible load time. Hurry! Hurry! Bah. Tangled in cords. Yay, we're finally back into it. The load times, man. They kill you.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
The land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
This is probably the most colorful place in all of
You will
everywhere.
find Beauclair has changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance.
The Witcher
You'll see for
Wild
yourself.
Hunt.
To me,
Expansion
place
pack,
always
a
seems
blood
straight out
and
of a fairy
wine.
tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we
It's kind of cool that they do like a cinematic like opening. Like,
This
this is
I
what you're
pledge on
playing,
the
in
heavens.
case you didn't know. Somebody dropped something. Whoa. You guys as Cyclopses are a little, they're a little paired. I guess this is where I come in. I don't think the horse made it. And some part of me thinks that you're not gonna make it. It's funny because the giant looks like it's trying to dress up like them. Like, very flamboyantly.
I kill a monster!
Ow. It doesn't hurt that much. It's more annoying than anything. Well, at least they got it. Yeah, it's like, it like mimics them. It's like it watched them and it was like, I want to be a knight too.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir,
I came here to help you. This is what I'm here to do. How did Giant wind up here?
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and
So he was a knight.
shepherds.
That's why he was dressed up all
Hunt
funny.
served a noble cause. At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien de la Tour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then.
Yeah,
I shall ride from the
CSI
city
Geralt.
to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the Tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
But I want a trophy. It's gonna be a big head to put on the horse. So the fact that it opened up... See, there's a big head. The fact that it opened up this huge world... Can I actually put that on now? I want a giant head. I don't know if it actually, like, added the trophy. Yeah. Goliath trophy. Experience 5%. I'm also a stickler for trophies.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
This one's a decent
oversaw
one.
his upbringing.
It's nice and
Guillaume is
flary.
his
Looks like I got a barrel on the side of my horse. Mutations in Grandmaster Witcher gear. That's right. This opens up like more stuff. In Blood and Wine, you can undergo additional Witcher mutations, which is kind of weird, lore-wise, to unlock new capabilities. Soon you will run into a messenger who will deliver a very interesting letter. Read it and investigate the story of Professor Maru to learn more about these mutations. They say a master craftsman, obviously the, armor blacksmith symbol, lives in Toussaint who can craft Witcher gear of unequaled quality. What's more, you receive a special bonus for wearing all the part of a set. of this extraordinary equipment. You will not regret investigating these new options. I probably shouldn't have upgraded a few of the things that I have, but I wasn't too concerned. Everything's fairly easy, so if I do any of the Mastercraft, it'll be probably just for like a trophy or something.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
Yeah.
Excellent. The service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf...
Can you, like, stop taking sharp turns there, buddy?
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
Oop.
Hobnail
Yeah,
boots,
this looks like
multiple
it.
sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
What are you staring at? I already found it.
Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
It looks like somebody, like, blatantly tried to drag it away.
Damn, got guessed.
Careful.
Are these like a variation of drowners? Ah, they're like devourers. I think that's what they're called. Whoa! These are like explosive.
The smell of blood.
Like,
let's keep looking.
They're like porcupine drowners.
Everything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Yeah, I don't think these guys were knights. They like blatantly tried to avoid everything.
Scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
So this was the place that he died.
Gotta dive in. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
This was the place that they came from.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing.
I
Good
think.
quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
That's
yeah.
it.
My bad. I gotta go find him.
Nets were attached here.
What's that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whee! Anything good? Found some clothes. Some cloth. Whatever that is. Handkerchief.
Silk kerchief. Monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank.
Well, we've already determined that it's a noble, but at least now we know the initials. What was it again? T and C?
Look, a
I
boat
think?
was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere.
I wonder
Need to
where.
find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons
The
must
inn?
have seen the guardsmen. Which direction they took. We should
They
ask
probably
them.
took it back, you know, where you guys are. Someone's watching us.
Seems we've got ourselves an
Yeah,
audience.
a lot
You
of people.
think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the
DLC.
water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he?
Is
the
that
beast
supposed to be a
Seems so.
joke?
Knew him well?
I found a handkerchief called
We were close
DLC.
friends, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes. You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast.
Well,
Geralt,
if the beast can
you've struck a
change.
raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
Let's drink a lot.
I shall have
Also,
to meet you soon.
I want
Return
these
to
guys'
court.
guts.
Barely got back to
Oh,
Tucson.
they're They're related to rot fiends.
Illustrious Highness knows no rest.
Devourers are just an upgraded
I
version.
feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Hurry up there, man. What's with this light jog? Hut, 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 hut. Are we gonna walk there? We are. We're gonna walk there. Hut, 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 hut. Ah, jeez, man.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Of
Her Grace,
course.
the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in public's presence, however. We find such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Oh no, not a crayfish chowder. Hey, there's already a contract on the notice board. See, now, I'm gonna do the main story here. I'm not gonna do a lot of the side quests here. Just due to the fact that I don't want this to go on forever.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence.
They came looking for me.
Killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Milton introduced me already.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The
Tell
sun
me
had just
about
risen
it.
when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked
This guy
out
has
the
a very
window,
spaced
and
out
beheld a
speech.
sky red as
I am the one that found the corpse.
Please, or we shall be here till winter.
Sky was red.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw.
By
How
my
about
troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
This guy's very
Not
impatient.
a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy, well,
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright, I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
So they weren't.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They weren't like chopped up into bits in the first place.
And hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Brassel's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his house on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His
These
creditors
guys,
auctioned off his
they're
property.
more concerned about these
The
weird
Ducal
things.
Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have to find that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
So folk think the beast's divine
I would be
punishment.
pretty shocked if that
Knights
was the
have
case.
turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
They say
Anything
anything else about the
useful?
beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods.
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster.
I need to
Thanks for
examine the body.
hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Why'd you examine your
Bianco
body?
nicely short
Oh,
way
my
from
phone's
here,
going off
Near
again.
the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah. Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Her Grace
Ah.
bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
I don't feel like getting a history lesson here. Oh. Boy, oh boy. There we go. Gotta wait till everything loads up. Actually, what do you sell?
Oh, dear fellow, with a fishhook like that, you must have your pick of the net. Normally, I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder, but I'll
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Perch chowder.
replace crayfish with fish, I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your Nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Sure. Heard any rumors?
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about
I'm trying to
anything
learn about a
interesting?
monster here.
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious question.
And the tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
These guys are very honorable.
Show me what you got.
What do you got? Anything good? Anything that might help me? Maybe not, but you got Gwent cards. I'm here for the Gwent cards. Actually, I do need a lot of this. I've been trying to use the alchemy stuff a lot more. Erg. I don't remember. There's a lot of booze. So these guys are very intense about their cuisine.
Thanks.
I'm out of here.
Dear fellow, with a
I'm out.
fishhook like that,
Oop.
you must have
I don't want to
your
steal
pick
from them.
of the ladies.
Trying to run. Okay. I'm not gonna accept that quest. Well, okay, I'm gonna pick it up, but I'm not gonna do it. Notice from the that's a lot of reading. I don't feel
Ducal
like.
clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
I will do the side missions, but not on main missions time. Where's my horse? Come here. Come here, Roach. But, yeah. I might show maybe 1 or 2 side quests as just like a thing here or there, but why did it want me to go in a circle? Okay, this thing's making me go all over the place. I'm taking life into my own hands. Oh, so there's new icons. This place actually isn't that big. I don't think. Well, it's a decent size. There's not very many question marks, though. So I'm guessing I just have to wander around more, or things gotta pop up.
Run, Roach.
Stop saying new quests. This way. Stop that.
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry.
What is going... Everywhere that I go, there's murder happening.
Damn it. Killer must still be here. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like. Except for long fangs.
Cannibals?
Killed with a single blow.
That dude's dying. Yo, buddy.
In the cellar. Gotta be. Hobbit prints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force.
Small, bare feet?
Used this to batter down the grate.
He used a person? Or, I guess I could say she. Small, bare feet. Person size. Jaw.
You. Saw you at the inn.
So yeah, cannibals. So I'm gonna censor this. As of right now,
Why'd
it's a
you kill
cannibal.
these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood.
It's for their hands? Got a thing with hands?
We don't have to fight.
I think we do.
You are wrong. I cannot let you leave.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Let's examine the head.
In water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it.
Out of the neck?
Something in the throat.
Yeah, just something in the throat, no big deal.
Bulging with coins. Elf Guardian florins from several different provinces.
So
If
he
the murderer
ate...
did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
They're like stashing him full of gold? Ugh.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Severed hand.
Third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Just gonna pocket this hand. End examination.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm?
It's easy. All I gotta do is find a dude with no
Shoved down
hand.
the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Good idea. Huh. It's very interesting, that's for sure. Did that go into my beastie thingy? Yeah, it's clearly some sort of dude. Bruxa. Fortunately for us, Bruxa are rare creatures. Most live far from population. They care greatly for their own safety and make their lairs in places where they cannot be taken by surprise. Those who decide to live near men avoid crowds and emerge from their shelters only at night. When they do, the only one mistakes them to delay travel towards their night's lodging, yet subtle details give them away. Their close ties to birds, their piercing voices, and their breathtaking speed of their movements. Bruxa are far swifter and stronger than men, but their greatest asset is their ability to turn invisible. Oh, there's another vampire. I think? Yeah. So these are just Bruxa in general. This was the one that I dealt with. That's the Uzima what's it? Yeah, these are all the things that I dealt with in Heart of Stone. I think, yeah. The Caretaker. The Caretaker's a relic? That's odd. I'll read up on this later. I guess. Waterhag. Yeah, there's the Scurvers. The Scurvers just seem like weirder versions of Rot Fiends, which, when you damage a Rot Fiend enough, they just explode, so you gotta roll away. Yay. So, yeah. Now I have to get to the Duchess, which I really want to do. I want to get there. I want to see the big city. That's what I came here for. I came here to fight people who want to fight me. I'm glad Roach is enjoying this time. Can I put the Bruxa head on the thing? On my horse? That'd actually be kind of cool. The only thing that I don't like about some trophies is that they're too small, so he like puts them in bags, and they just don't matter anymore. I'm gonna go back to the Fiend, I think. Having a bunch of peacock feathers on the side of my horse looks weird. I'm gonna wiggle my way through, do some expert horse maneuvers, and I am going to try to get to the Duchess. Why does this keep leading me in weird places?
That's it, Roach.
Hip, herp, okay. I'm like taking the scenic route. So we're dealing with vampires, mostly. Oh, is this the tourney that I'm gonna find him at? That wasn't very far off.
Must be a terrible barbarian.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I need the night. Hello. I'm gonna do this, and I think that will be the last thing I do. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where this will take me. If I get stuck in the middle of something. Ugh. Oh no, not a loading screen. Please, no. The loads of death.
Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But Sir Palmerin, what about the story of Riddick and the dragon?
What about Riddick and the dragon?
Another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
No, the stronger wins. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins.
The cutter of Castelduccia, too.
Moral victory. That's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
Moral victory.
Her Knight and Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her.
That lady is crying in the corner back there. I don't know what's going on.
Lead the way.
I'm just here to get to Duchess.
Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
I hear shackles.
Someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? Give him some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Whole thing's dangerous.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of the sort at the arena in Nunez. There, a nice picture of a Shalmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd, plain irresponsible.
Yeah. Shame on you.
Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he promised his heart's capture a monster trophy.
Probably gonna die.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
I want to see myself a Duchess. I got things to explain about monsters and such. Mostly about vampiric monsters. This is a big dude, I think. Or is it that one dude? Oh yeah, it's the one dude. He's gonna fight a Shambler.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
You're gonna die, fool. You're gonna die.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
This guy's gonna have a bad.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Got rid of its bell. Yeah, good for you, man. You,
Damn it.
Ooh.
We have to help him.
A monster pure on sound. I actually don't know. Do I have this in my bestiary? I'd like to know some weaknesses of a Shemlar. Some relic oil and Ard. It's a really weird thing for something so bulky.
For honor!
Wow, it's it's all rocky and stuff. Don't die on me, buddy. Ow.
Its plans confirmed! The fate of the beast has been claimed by the gods!
There we go. You have to get it on its back. So, wait. Dodge. Patience. Patience is key. Oh, what Dark Souls has taught me. It probably helps that I'm playing this on probably a pretty easy mode, too. Also, I'm a little over-leveled.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia.
How do you know my name?
Master of the witchering trade. Behold,
Who learned
it's
this?
the last gasp
I've only been here for like an hour.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
Thought it was already dead. I guess I'll kill it.
It suffered enough.
That's true. If I just spare it, they'll just be like, oh, I'll just let it do another thing, and they'll make it do some more horrible stuff. Either that or it'll kill some other poor guy that's like, I'm great. How do you feel, buddy? You just got ran over.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
It's called pretend you wanted that to happen.
Geralt, we must talk. Vivian.
Dude, you suffered from a concussion.
In the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero.
I don't think she
Hop
likes
up,
the dude.
For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk.
I don't
We
think.
had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
I'm all about making big entrances.
Your Grace. Shale Mars are dangerous creatures, even
Shale
to knights in
Mars.
full plate
My bad.
armor.
I think I called
Nonsense.
it a
In
shambler.
Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shale Mar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
About the
Your
contract.
Grace, my contract.
I had to scold
Naturally,
her
but
first
not
before I went to business.
We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Wait, I didn't get the trophy. I want the Shamlar bits. The Shamlar bits. So are we finding the dude now, or?
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Who's that?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Oh.
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered.
Talking about being quartered,
The very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings.
Mustache.
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
So this guy doesn't like me, clearly.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet
I need
place,
a
that's
microscope.
what I can use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without
I don't know about that.
I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay.
Ah, the fun
Are
part.
the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect? I'm kind of confused on what she's trying to say. Like, basic money, but I didn't expect it? I'll just go with not always.
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and a sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate.
I get my own vineyard.
Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace.
That guy doesn't seem very happy about that.
But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Well,
How
first
to
victim.
start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved
As usual
by the
here.
wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies. We did not grant it. He could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
So it seems.
Second murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut persons.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
So it's obvious. I mean, it's something with,
Dressed
you know,
in nightshirt and cap,
claws.
a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any
So far, all of these people
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times,
they were all
knights
knights.
face new challenges. Enterprise being the
They
latest
were
addition
all
to the chivalric virtues.
pretty much
He made a
retired.
veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinch.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained
And they all
florins
have a
dating from
thing with
various
money.
times, hailing from different
And
provinces
all
of the
are
Empire.
responsible
Delacroix
of
loved
possible
coin, true,
cheating.
but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point.
Blast
From
it.
what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Maybe they lacked those. That actually, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Generosity, if one was greedy, one lacks compassion, maybe one's a coward.
5 virtues. Why are they so important?
Maybe there's
to
a
the
knight
knights?
trying to teach
Strange
other
question.
knights.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. They are
As
good
usual,
soldiers,
a knight should be, you know,
lords and servants.
role model.
Thus, the need for clear moral guidelines. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight
He's gonna
advanced
be
in
next.
years, the famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
What's that mean?
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too.
Perhaps there was someone
I'm sure.
affiliated with the group?
Your Grace, we need to find Milton immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly.
It's getting pretty intense.
By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner.
Exactly. Haven't you watched CSI?
You, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace.
Well, it's getting closer.
Ready our horses.
Is this gonna be an immediate quest? Probably. It would be kind of funny if they were just like, yeah, come by anytime you want.
Your Grace!
You ripped your skirt. I was about to say shirt.
What the hell? Why, I said... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled.
Well, you ripped it. It's no good now.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
He was like, what do you mean I can't keep it? So this is gonna be a straight to it kind of thing. We got this. I'm all about stopping murders and whatnot. Whee! I didn't think the intro would be this long, but it seems they really put in a lot of effort for the Blood and Wine DLC. Even throwing in somebody's initials being DLC. Is this going to be another slow load? Probably. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. This isn't fair. My horse is slow.
Grace seems right at home
Right
inside.
like the wind! Clear a path! Clear
Get
the way,
out
I
of my
said.
way. No place like home. I'm guessing that's because they want me to go to the winery. Where are we going? Oh, we're going to the gardens. Hey!
It's here! Just round the corner!
I was waiting for you!
We must go to where the game is being
Lady, you okay?
The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
What?
We need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence.
Also, the
we shall have to
PS4 is
break
going
the rules.
crazy. PS4 is like, holy crap, you're solving murders? I want to be a part of this. Wow, it was raining a minute ago.
Second thought, through here.
What is happening? Even they're scared.
I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
Okay.
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Unicorn horn?
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. Turns around, over there, look.
What?
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Garrett. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters.
Am I timed?
All clear? Then let's get to it.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I see it. I see the unicorn.
Fiorano of the 1290 League.
Oh, come on, man.
I do encourage you to
Am
drive.
I missing something? Oh, I gotta go down here. Whee! I'm gonna get the unicorn. Man, they're gonna spook it. Or something. I have magic, though.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Oh,
Do you
snap.
really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, will you
All over a unicorn horn?
We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
I'm gonna touch it. Why didn't I just use the spell?
Come on, stay calm.
What do you mean? That didn't work? Oh, it did work.
Easy now.
I was gonna say, like, what kind of garbage is this?
Well, that's hardly fair.
I cheat, because I can.
Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
There we
Listen,
go.
I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square. We were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next...
Man, I love these fingers. Woo! On to the next challenge.
Are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Unworthy.
Better. Whoa, I can ride it?
A complete collapse of
I can ride it? I'm on a unicorn! Woo! Though I don't really need to ride it because I already kind of know where to go.
Hey,
Right? I need to go down here? This horse isn't very fast.
This should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Sorry, unicorn. By the time we get to this, he's gonna be dead. Oh,
blazes! Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do.
Is that not counter to the rules?
I don't know what you're talking about. Goldfish. Is this gold? Nope. Gold? Nope. It's hard to figure out what's a goldfish underwater. Gold? Nope. This looks gold, right? Gold? Yep. I did this in like record time. Come on. You sneaky monkey.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
I'll kill you. You're gonna make me follow the guy in the water.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavily coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace.
What's going
when
on?
a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Thanks.
A key.
Bombard stretch.
So now I gotta. Bye. Oh man, I'm gonna be so slow. Come on, man. Swim, 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 swim. I just stroll up and like yoink. Hey, I have a mission to do. I can't be around to play these games. Hey, my unicorn waited. Hey, unicorn. Yeah. we shall travel. I'm gonna run over a peacock. Come on, people. Get out of the way. I'm gonna do it. I gotta save the universe. As Geralt jumps in over the railing.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
We're here to save lives.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a crone, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese. In a cave? Cave?
Groans, hollows. Could be a cave, I guess.
Now that's just silly. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out.
Yeah, a greenhouse.
The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens.
What
but
kind
only
of
one
garbage
with
is
no
that?
box, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
There goes another motorcyclist. Oh man. Are we almost there?
Wait here.
Wait here. I'm Batman. She did all this work just so that she could wait here? There goes another one. You there! You know, the dude with no hand.
What the butch?
What was that?
The guy's clearly got long fingers. Oh man, this is some action movie stuff right here. This guy isn't very fast, like the monster. They depict him being uncatchable and just swift in and out. But here he is, just running away like a normal dude. I mean, he did a little teleportation. Look, buddy, you don't have the element of surprise.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
None.
I don't kill innocents. Murderers, though, you bet.
I'll soon be done. I've but one left. And you, should you not stand down.
And once you're done, intend to leave? Go kill somewhere else?
No. I intend to live. Happily ever after.
This guy likes fairy tales. Also, he's really ugly. He's there. Ow. got some decent reflexes, though. But are they Witcher reflexes? Reflexes. Woo! He's gonna run away, though. I can pretty much foretell that. Oh, is he gonna get me? Am I gonna get nibbled? Logic would say that he's gonna run away.
You want to stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
Well...
No. He's my friend.
You're missing something there, buddy. What's going on?
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Who?
Regis? You alright?
No.
All is well.
He's got a hole
All's
in him.
order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peaked for, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Now you got a hole in you. How do you regenerate?
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Yeah, what brings you back?
You being here,
it's no
I don't think I remember this
Your
guy.
powers of deduction seem to have waned not one bit. I'm happy. I came here for Detlef. I fear he's become entangled, landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's
Sounds about
his
right.
name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Detlef is, how would you humans put it, more bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Detlef is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Yeah, what good reasons
So
could
in
he
your
have?
opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course.
How's that hole doing,
Remember
buddy?
the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Detlef an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders it so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct. His tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him. Immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
So he's pretty basic.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him.
Gotta find him. Before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then. Just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Oof.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Yay! So that's that. I think. Pretty much. Woo! That was a long task. Nice, I got some pants. But I'm gonna end that episode here. It went on for quite some time, and it got a big intro of what's going on, and even a little bit of what's possibly hidden behind the minds of the beast, as it were. So, I hope that you liked this video. Do your thing down below. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, comment away. And I will see you in the next party, in the next video. Bye!